Hey guys, it's Amy. We're gonna go visit my friend Liz and her mom today and check out her hit store Niche Boutique. Come on, let's go. Hi, I'm Liz. Welcome to my store. Amy, it's so good to see you. We've got some fun little We're having to do in vitro fertilization. We're on our second cycle. Our first cycle was loads of fun, but didn't end up in any children. We did the full, they build up all your eggs, they give you all these different shots and such, and you get all these eggs, and then you go in on, it takes weeks to do all this, and you can't exercise, you're doing shots in your belly all the time, and and then in your bum too. And so we finally go in and they take the eggs out, and the same day as we're driving there in the car, Jason's like, just make sure that they're not putting me under pressure. Like, I don't want to be under pressure to produce sperm on instant, whatever. And so then we get there and they're taking me in as they're wheeling me into the room to take out my eggs, and I'm going to sleep, and I hear her in the background saying, okay, now we need you to give the sperm at the same time we're taking her eggs out. And you could just see the horror on his face. It's like, no, pressure. We had to do a second time, but we got a lot of embryos from that first batch, and our first cycle we put in 3. None of them took. It's stressful on a relationship. It's very stressful. You both want something so badly, and you're trying so hard to get this, and it's stressful because it's out of your control. Now we're starting our second cycle. We're a little bit into it. We're about 3 weeks into it. The medication's a little bit different this time. I'm on estrogen this time, which I gotta say, the list of side effects is not fun. It's like nausea, headache, vaginal discharge, which is really cute. And just all this gross stuff. I've decided the next time I take medication that I want my list of side effects to be overwhelming sense of well-being, excessive weight loss, maybe great energy levels, something like that. I mean, who creates these side effects? They suck.
I can really sympathize with Liz. I know what she's going through because I went through the same thing.
She's a miracle.
I was married for about 9 years and never had children, and so we went in for artificial insemination. And the doctor took 24 donor sperms from all the young doctors there and put them in Petri dishes and took my mucus and egg, and I killed all 24 sperms instantly. And they tried to scrape it out, and you put other women's mucus in, and I tried several times, but it never worked. And as I left the hospital, the doctor said, miracles always happen. Well, the stress of it all caused a divorce. And I just kind of was very upset. For a year, I was very sad about the whole thing. And I kind of got on with life, and I met my second husband, and it was wonderful. He had 3 children already, and so I was very happy about that. And so I really didn't worry about any of it. And I thought all of a sudden I was so tired all the time. I could barely get from the bed to the couch. And I really thought I was ill. I thought I had stomach cancer. And I didn't say anything, and I didn't say anything. Finally, my husband asked one night, what is wrong with you? You are so quiet. And I told him, I think I'm dying. And he said, what are the symptoms? And I told him, and he started laughing, and he said, you're pregnant. And I said, you know I can't be pregnant. He says, you are pregnant. Went into the doctor as soon as possible, and I was 4 months pregnant. They didn't even need to kill the rabbit. They just knew, and I remember I cried for happiness all the way home. And so my husband always says he had 2 whoopses, 1 planned, and a miracle. And of course the whoopses didn't like it, but most of us are whoopses, so they can't feel too bad about it. So I have every faith that it's going to be okay. It's going to work out for them.
So soon we go in and we put in our 2 frozen embryos. There's a 60% chance that they'll make it through the deep thaw process. So if we did get both and were able to put both in and had twins, that would be awesome. Like, it would be phenomenal to have 2. But if only one survives and we get one happy, healthy child, we'll be ecstatic. And that's just what my husband and I want, is a happy, healthy child.